This is Special Report, the weekend edition. Coming up, Hillsborough government student tops Caribbean primary exit assessment exams for Carriacou and Petit Martinique. Chinese ambassador to Grenada makes official visit to Carriacou, and the plans are in the making for the construction of a fitness and wellness center on the island. In sports, the 2018 primary schools cricket and netball competition begins. We'll tell you about these and other stories in just a moment. Welcome back. I am Kendall Gay. Hillsborough Government School student Dione Wilson is the top performer at the Caribbean Primary Exit Assessment exams for Carriacou and Petit Martinique. Dione Wilson of the Hillsborough Government School placed 16th in the state and first for Carriacou and Petit Martinique in the Caribbean Primary Exit Assessment exams. Dione Wilson was a bit overwhelmed to talk. However, his mother, Eugenia Stafford, says she was emotional upon hearing of the news, but it was something she was expecting.
Well, I was very, very emotional. But this is something I was really expecting, because since he was in grade 4, he had topped the MCT test for the trial and state, so I wasn't at all disappointed in him. I was looking forward to topping the island, at least coming first.
She says since Dione was small, he was always in his books.
Well, ever since Dione was a baby, he never really played with toys. It was always books from the day he could speak up until now. And he always in his books, while other children might be playing, he always in his books, he always online, he always looking for information. That is the kind of person he is.
Clint Alexander, grade 6 teacher at the school, says he's happy his students passed as the school once again got 100% passes. He notes it was a struggle in getting the students prepared for the exams and is elated that they were all successful.
I was happy that the children performed well and all of them passed, and we continued the tradition of 100% pass, so I was quite pleased. A lot of lessons, staying back, drill and practice a lot. We had some students who were fighting, struggling, and at the end of it, they were successful. I'm happy that Dione Wilson placed 16th, but I'm even elated that I had some children who were way in the bottom, and at the end of it, they were able to be successful. So that's my greatest joy.
Second place for Carriacou and Petit Martinique was Kyle Noel of the Harveyville Government School, and third was Chase Thomas of the Hillsborough Government School. Other top performers includes Dylan Logan from Petit Martinique RC, Lanny Bartholomew, Lexon McLaren and Kalisha Flay of the Dover Government School, and Ashley Houseford of the Mount Pleasant Government School. Dione will be attending the Presentation Brothers College in September. A 2-day HACCP training workshop was held for fisher folks on the island of Petit Martinique. To be able to provide better quality fish products to consumers, fisher folks in Petit Martinique were engaged in a 2-day HACCP training. Hazard Analysis Critical Control Points, or HACCP, is a systematic preventative approach to food safety from biological, chemical and physical hazards. Some of the areas covered in the training included fish handling, quality assurance, fish spoilage, the use of ice, hygiene requirements on both fishing vessels, sanitary standard operating procedures, among others. The participants also engaged in a practical where they had to inspect a fishing boat. The 2-day training was facilitated by Junior McDonald Fisheries Officer and Susgren Fisheries Coordinator Odwin Andrews. The training was made possible with funding from USAID through the Caribbean Marine Biodiversity Program. Chinese ambassador to Grenada made his first official visit to the sister island of Carriacou. His Excellency Zhao Yongchen, Chinese ambassador to Grenada, visited Carriacou for the very first time. He was welcomed into the Ministry of Carriacou and Petit Martinique Affairs and local government, where he greeted staff members and met with Honorable Kindra Mathurin Stewart and Permanent Secretary Walter Kwamina. The construction of a new building to house the various departments of the ministry was one of the issues discussed between the Chinese ambassador and the minister. In showing appreciation to the Chinese ambassador for accepting the invitation to visit the island, Minister Stewart presented him with a model boat depicting the island's rich boat building heritage.
Present this gift to you is a model traditional boat. We in Carriacou are known for our boat building skills. We have built and continue to build numerous boats here in Carriacou and Petite Martinique. As you know, we are surrounded by water, and of course most of our people have their livelihoods on the sea. So this is a token, of course, of your presence and your appreciation for you coming here in Carriacou. We do hope that you will, of course, display it in a very prominent place at your dwelling place. And we want to ask you to accept this on behalf of the people of Carriacou and Petite Martinique.
His Excellency Zhao Yongchen was given a tour of projects supported by the Chinese government. These include the Berlin Nursery, the project site for low-income Chinese housing, and the new port facility at Tyrrell Bay. On the second day of the ambassador's trip to the island, he visited the Hillsborough Government School, where he handed over a number of school supplies to the institution. Following which, they visited the proposed site for the construction of a fitness and wellness center on the island. Work at the low-income housing site has slowed down as a recent fire destroyed the equipment being used in the area. Investigators were on site as they tried to piece together what may have caused the fire, destroying a truck and excavator at the housing project site at Dumfries. Describing the incident as disappointing was Honorable Kendra Matthew Stewart, Minister for Carriacou and Petite Martinique Affairs and Local Government, who visited the area.
Well, I'm very disappointed to, of course, learn of this incident. The police are presently carrying out the investigations, and we await the official report as relates to the motive and as relates to the cause of this incident here.
She says the damage caused to the machines will have some delays on the project.
It will cause some delay. I don't think it will cause any major delay. I've spoken with the manager of the Chinese company who is responsible for constructing the low-income houses at this site, and he has indicated that they will have some setback, probably about a month or so before they get back on track. This is a very important project to us, and any delay, of course, would significantly affect, the closure of this project. But I'm convinced that we will move on. We have to keep moving because this is an important and essential project to the people of Carriacou and Petite Martinique. So have no fear that within the next month or so that work will resume here at this site.
Once work resumes on the project, over 100 housing units are expected to be built. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back. One of the primary schools on the island received a number of school supplies from the Chinese embassy. With plans to increase the number of scholarship opportunities for students from Carriacou and Petite Martinique, the Chinese embassy made a donation of school supplies to one of the primary schools on the island. The Hillsborough Government School was the recipient of the school items, which includes pens, pencils, books, among other items. His Excellency Zhao Yongchen, who made his first official visit to the island, presented the items to Principal Barbara Charles. His Excellency encouraged the students to continue working hard and take their education seriously, as one that they may be given the opportunity to further their education in China.
To go to China to study. So, with you are lucky, everybody.
These students expressed thanks to the ambassador.
When somebody gives you a gift or two, say thank you.
He was accompanied to the school by Minister for Carriacou and Petite Martinique Affairs and Local Government, Honorable Kendra Matthew Stewart, and the Permanent Secretary, Walter Kwamina. Plans are in the making for the construction of a fitness and wellness center on the island. The area proposed for the Fitness and Wellness Center on the island was visited by Minister for Carriacou and Petit-Martinique Affairs Honorable Kendra Mathurin Stewart and Chinese Ambassador Zhao Yongchen. Minister Stewart speaks of the project.
Okay, so this is an area that we have recognized and shortlisted as a possible site for a community fitness and wellness center. When I say fitness center, in terms of like a gym, we know in Carriacou and Petit-Martinique, with the exception of probably CHS, we have no other community space where persons from the Sister Isles can engage in physical activities. And so we have earmarked this area as a possible site for such a project. This is a project that we are enlisting the people and the government of China to assist us with.
She notes the necessary documents for the project has already been prepared.
Well, we have already prepared some of the documents. We have prepared an estimate. We have also prepared a scope of work, and we have prepared a general outline of the entire project. We have submitted same to the Chinese ambassador and his staff, and of course we are now waiting feedback. They wanted, of course, to visit the particular the site to see exactly the location of the project.
When we return, we take you into sports. The 2018 Primary Schools Cricket and Netball competition begins. The competition began with a ceremony at the Hillsborough Recreation Grounds. Delivering remarks was senior coach in the Ministry of Carriacou and Petit-Martinique Affairs, Sebastian Steele.
We have been going to the schools month after month, year after year, to conduct our coaching session. And so today you give us the opportunity to assess ourselves based on the coaching that we were delivering to you. And we give us the opportunity to assess your potential. So, boys and girls, you must do your best. And at the end of the day, I know you want your school to be victorious.
Also delivering remarks and declaring the competition opened was Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Carriacou and Petit-Martinique Affairs, Rolda Kwamina.
Your best, but remember, you are doing it as a team. You cannot make all the runs of the team to win. You cannot bowl all the overs to win. They rely on all of the bowlers on the side, all of the batsmen and batswomen to make it. The net bowlers, you depend on your center, your wings, your shoot, or your defense to give you that game. So it's a team effort. And once we are going to think team, we are going to win. So as you look forward to the next couple of days or weeks of keen rivalry, keen competition between the cricketers and the netballers, I want to now, at this moment, declare both the cricket and netball inter-primary tournament officially open.
Following the ceremony, a number of games were played. In cricket, Mount Pleasant Government defeated the Hillsborough Government School. They made 127 runs, while Hillsborough Government managed to get 73 runs. Dover Government defeated Petit-Martinique RC. Dover Government 93 runs and Petit-Martinique RC 80 runs. Leicester Roseby got the better of Dover Government School, 173 runs to 17 runs. Over in netball, Leicester Roseby defeated the Petit-Martinique RC School 13 goals to 0, and Hillsborough Government defeated Dover Government 11 goals to 8. The 2018 Primary Schools Netball and Cricket competition is organized by the Division of Sports within the Ministry of Carriacou and Petit-Martinique Affairs. And now for a recap of the main stories. Hillsborough Government student tops Caribbean Primary Exit Assessment exams for Carriacou and Petit-Martinique. Chinese ambassador to Grenada makes official visit to Carriacou, and plans are in the making for the construction of a fitness and wellness center on the island. In sports, the 2018 Primary Schools Cricket and Netball competition begins. That's all for now in this special report weekend edition. I am Ken Nage, thanking you for watching.